It's never too late to reconnect. Why I'm saying this? Because today I had two beautiful moments with my mom. As we were wake up in the morning, we were talking, we had breakfast, and then I hugged her. And then it was a longer hug than I usually do. And then I had this sense of like, can we sit down for a moment and actually bond like we used to do when I was a child? Because you see, it's never too late to reconnect. It's never too late to reconnect with your parents, with someone loved, with someone that is close to you but was close to you but it's not close anymore. It's never too late. You see, I'm over 40 years old and I still have those moments when I want to hug my mom. Maybe you don't have your parents anymore, they're not alive, but maybe you do. And if you do, find the time and a moment to reconnect with them. So see, this moment for me, this morning, when I hugged her, I asked, can we sit down for a moment, and me sitting on with my head on her chest and reconnect with her. And as I was sitting there, I could hear her heart beating and we were hugging. And I remember moments when I was a child when I did that, and almost like reliving some moments but changing them their ending. Because maybe sometimes in my past, or maybe in your past, your parents didn't have the time to hug you, to hold you, to connect with you. But maybe now it's a possibility in the moment present to do that if they're still around. How do you do that? Ask them. Say, look, I would love to, maybe not huggy, maybe you're not a huggy person, or they not. Maybe have a coffee with them and ask them a question or two. Be curious about their life. Ask them, how are you from their perspective, how you are as a child. You are naughty, you are funny, you are quiet, you are rambunctious and crazy like I was, and curious. Or at least I thought I was. You see, when I asked my mom how I was when I was a baby, how I was when I was child, she told me a very different opinion about how I thought. Because the way I am today, I'm very curious, I'm loud, I'm energetic. My mom told me that actually when I was a child, I was quiet. I used to stay in a corner, give me a couple of toys, and I would play with that. And then I asked my mom, not just about me, but I asked about her. Mom, what were your dreams? What were the things that you had to give up to have me? What were the things that you had to let go, your dreams, your goals, to be able to have me and have a family? What were the things you struggled? I asked all these questions my mom. What else in your life you had to give up? What were the things that you had to give up so you create a family? What were you like a child? What were the things that you miss when you were a child? What would be something that you wanted to tell to your mom that you never have the opportunity? Such a beautiful questions to ask your parents, your mom, or even your brother, a sibling, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a grandma, or whatever. When you have the moment to ask our parents or people in our family questions that maybe nobody ever asked them before, you're gonna reconnect, you're gonna rebuild the relationship stronger and better, and also you're gonna be able to bond in a way that you never did before, because you never have the opportunity, and it's gonna be beneficial for you and for them. And then the second thing I want to share with you is that another moment, my second moment, come with me, sit down, remind me of my childhood. The moments when I remind myself about my childhood, my mom, today we went to a conference to a different city traveling, and a personal development conference. And I asked my mom randomly, I said, Mom, can you make my hair? Can you make my hair? Because it's different when I make it. And it's like, can you, brush it? And she said, I had my hair wet, and I put myself on the chair, and then she came and she put some foam and spoons, mousse or whatever you call it, those things, products, hair products. And I asked her, can you make my hair? So then she started brushing it and dry it and make it nice. And then I started recalling, it suddenly came to me and to my mom in the same time, amazing. It's like, do you remember the time when I used to do your hair, like braid your hair when you were a child? And I always you always complain because I pull you too hard, and I used to tell you, beauty hurts, so suck it up, buttercup. And this time, as I was like remind her this, reminisce about this with my mom, telling her, she literally pulled my hair, and I said, Mom, did you do that intentionally? She's like, of course, we need to relive the accurate details of the memory of the story. And I'm like, Mom, it's like, you want to relive the moment or not? My mom. So that was such a beautiful moment to have with my mom, to recall memories that I didn't remember them otherwise. And also is I have a moment when I ask my mom questions that nobody ever asked her before, especially me as her daughter. Never had the opportunity or never even thought to give 5 minutes to my mom and ask her, Mom, what you have dreamed about, what you had to let go, and what goals you never accomplished. Are you happy? Were you happy when you were a child? What were the things you wanted to say to your parents and never have opportunity? There's such a beautiful questions that maybe nobody get asked in a lifetime, but we can do that now with our parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, and even with our partner. Why not? When we try to do this, it's going to give them the opportunity to be seen and heard, and maybe to express for the first time something that they never had the opportunity to do because nobody ever asked them. And also, it gives you the opportunity to bond, to connect in a more deeply way with the person that you love the most. Try it. I would love to hear it in the comments if you do this exercise. Remember, if you're just listening and you have knowledge, it's never going to become real if you don't put it in practice. So put this in practice, and also I would love to share it with me if you want in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I always am here to share my wisdom and my knowledge and my own life experience, a daily life experience with you, in the hopes that will help you on your own transformation journey. If you didn't subscribe yet, please hit the subscribe button there and there down. Will help me tremendously to continue to create content for you and for those that you share with this video too as well. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, you know the deal. Live your life like it's truly, truly yours. Bye-bye.